Hello everyone. Today we are going to take a look at how to put in your standard-based grades. You'll first log into your Powerschool and select the class that has the standard-based grading. There are different classes now, and we're going to take a look right now at Language Arts Kindergarten. So make sure that you check out the documents to know the correct name of the course that standards are attached to. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Power Teacher Pro. And you are going to be creating an assignment just like you usually do by going to the upper right-hand corner and clicking on the plus sign and clicking on Assignment. From here, you'll notice that there is an additional tab that has been added to your assignment. So we're going to click on Standards. And you can choose any or all, one, or as many as you'd like of these standards that the assignment that you are giving is assessing. Once you click on one, you'll get this check mark for count in grade. You need to decide what you are going to do here. If you deselect this assignment will not be calculated in the average of all of the scores for this particular standard. You do not need to decide on this now. You can always select it. You can always deselect it and just make that decision at the end of a reporting period. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. And if at the end of a quarter I decided to go in and check, I can decide which ones I will be counting in a grade or not. I'm going to leave this and I'm going to head back over to Assignment. There are three things you need when you are creating an assignment. That's the assignment name, that's the category, and the score type. It's really important that when you are deciding a score type, you realize that we are moving away from traditional grades. So your score actually does not matter. And since it does not matter, I highly recommend changing to collected only. This will help you with organization. This will show you that this assignment has been assigned a standard, or that it has been assessed and there has been a standard that you have put in. That's not always going to show up on the score sheet. So you need to, if you wanted a quick view to see who has not done this assignment yet, it would be best to change this to collected only. And you'll just select collected when you do give the assignment to students and grade it, give it a standard, or you would leave it blank if that student happened to be absent. The last thing you'll notice below collected only is this box for count in traditional final grade. And since we don't have traditional final grades anymore, you can deselect this. But if you forget to deselect it, it won't be a problem because you changed the score type to collected only. So there will not be a grade associated with this course, like a traditional grade. So if you forget to toggle this off, that's not a problem. All right, so now we are going to take a look at actually scoring assignments. And I'm going to take a look here at Act It Out, Share, Reading, Retell. And for this course, or for this assignment actually, everybody has a score already. But if I wanted to score this student right here, I could click where you would write the score. And because I put collected only, you're not going to get the opportunity to put a number here. So you would just mark collected. That plus will appear. And then since you assessed the student on this particular standard, LAKRLA, then you would go over here and you would designate a number according to the standards to determine how they are progressing within this standard. You'll notice here the standard to the right of the assignment. These are italicized and purple. This means that when this assignment was created, this was marked as not to count in the final. So this assignment, maybe it was an older assignment. You don't think it has a good snapshot of where the student is at the reporting time. So you can just go back into the assignment and select not to count it in the grade. You can also, for the assignment, if we click on the assignment, you have a comment box here. If you want parents to see how a student did on this particular assignment, it will show up in Powerschool with a little speech bubble. You can make a comment about that particular assignment. We will talk about leaving comments for the standard to appear on report cards at a later time. So how do you see how a student is doing within a standard? So if we go to students and click on standards score sheet, it's going to take us to the first student, and you can choose any student that you want. And you can see the list of assignments that have been given thus far. It just so happens to be that the assignments that we put in here only go under one standard. But as you have more activities, you're going to see numbers all over the different standards that are available for language arts. So we have all of these standards, all these assignments have been scored. And you'll notice that some of them are italicized, some of them are regular. The ones that are regular have been averaged. So we have a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 3. These are the ones that we're counting. And so the average right now for that standard for this particular student is a 3. So this is how you can check and see, are you choosing the correct activities to count towards a snapshot of this child's progress at that point. You can also click on standards by going into grading, and under grades you'll see standards. And this will show you a snapshot of your entire class, what everyone's scores are within those standards. And since we've only assessed one standard so far, let's kind of scroll over, and here are all of the averages for that standard. So they took all the assignments that fit this one particular standard. It was averaged, and now you can see it here on this page. You'll notice that some of these standards have this little speech bubble, this comment box in the upper right-hand corner. That means that this is the parent standard, LAKSL, but then you have the actual I can statements, A, B, right next to it. That just means that for the report card, if you choose to leave a comment on this overall standard, you would click here and type a comment. Notice you can't put a number, you can't do anything other than write a comment. This comment would appear on the actual report card. If you wanted to, say, override something that was written here, that's why it gives you the option. If you click there, it gives you the option to put a number. But Powerschool is going to go ahead and average it for you. The parent end, all there is on the parent end is the assignments. Parents can click on the actual standard and view it and see the score that you gave and any comments that you wrote regarding the assignment. Comments regarding the standard would appear on report cards.